What's up, y'all? Mathaholics again. Now let's get this problem out of the way, just because it looks more confusing than what it needs to be. So, right off the bat, we should notice that this 4x squared minus 25 really is just asking us to use a difference of squares. Now, the difference of squares, I put it right here. So to make it a little easier on ourselves, first we're going to rewrite this part of the denominator right here we're going to turn it into this part to look something like this, what I just highlighted in blue. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you why I think it's easier to do it this way, and then hopefully it makes a little more sense to you. Okay, so this right here is the exact same thing as this. I just rewrote it and I put it in, gosh, what's that called? The first part of the difference of squares. Now the rest of the problem, we're going to write it down the exact same way as how it was given to us originally. X over 2x plus 5. Alright, so now that we have this part rewritten, we're going to rewrite it one more time. And this time we're going to rewrite it to look something like this part of the formula right over here, what I just highlighted in yellow. If you look at this part right here and you're like, I have no idea how to turn these numbers into something that looks like that, well, let me tell you, it's a lot easier than what it looks. All you have to do is use the exact same numbers that were given to you. So let's just do that, and I'll show you how easy it is. 3x squared plus 4, we're leaving that the same, over, like I said, we're going to use the exact same numbers that were given to us. How do we do that? 2x plus 5, 2x minus 5. Now let me expand that right there. And just so you can get a second look, as you can see, look at the formula one more time. And now look at this. It's written in the exact same format. We just used the numbers that we found from the previous step and put them all together into this part of the formula right here. And that's why I say it's a lot easier than what it looks. Now from here, all you have to do is simple algebra. So we're going to rewrite this part of the problem exactly how it was given to us. And instead of rewriting it, yep, there we go. Utilizing the features this drawing pad comes with. Alright, now from here, we're going to multiply both sides by the least common denominator. Now, I know that could be a little tricky because I'm going to show you why it can be a bit tricky. Here we have a 2x plus 5 in the denominator, 2x minus 5, and another 2x minus 5. So what exactly is the least common denominator? Well, I could go into an explanation of like how we can find it by simplifying and like all this other stuff, but I'm just going to give you a quick little hint that it'll probably work for most of these problems with difference of squares. On the right side, you see that there's only one denominator. So we're going to multiply the right side by the opposite. So we're going to multiply the right side by 2x minus 5. And so that tells us that we're going to multiply the left side by 2x plus 5. So now I'm just going to rewrite that. We have 3x squared, and this is going to get rid of the denominator entirely. 3x squared plus 4 minus 2. And like I said, we're multiplying by the least common denominator. 2x plus 5 equals 2x minus 5. Alright, now the next thing you're going to want to do is just simplify. And when you simplify, I wrote this down already, just so I don't take up too much of your time, but it turns out to 3x squared plus 4. I don't know why I just started copying my notes, I apologize. But it just turns out to be a 3x squared minus 6 minus 4x equals 2x squared minus 5x. Okay? And if you don't believe me, you can multiply it out for yourself. But like I said, for the sake of time, now you're going to want to move all the terms to one side. So I personally like to get rid of the terms on the side with the least amount of terms. So we're going to subtract the 2x squared and add the 5x. That's going to turn into 3x squared minus 6 minus 4x minus 2x squared plus 5x, all set equal to 0. And from here, you're just going to want to go ahead and simplify that. That's going to go to an x squared minus 6 plus x. And now from here, you're going to want to factor this, and you can set it equal to 0. When you factor this, you would get x minus 2, x plus 3, set equal to 0. And remember, if you factor something and then you're asked to find the solutions, if you see a -2 or a +2, whatever it is that you see, the answer is always going to be the opposite of what is next to that x or whatever the variable may be. So in this case, we're going to get our answers. X is equal to 2 and x equals -3. And this is the answer. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please like, subscribe, share, comment, any of that stuff. I know math is not the most fun thing to want to share around, but if this helped you, maybe just pass it on to your classmates. Send me a message if there are any other questions I can help you guys out with. Thank you very much.